Welcome to Retriever Ridge. Today we're going to show you how we're going to start feeding these puppies some puppy mush. They've got these little teeth. Look at these little teeth in here. See them? They're coming in and they're not making Mama Waylon very happy. She's still feeding them and she's still taking care of them, but she's going to start pulling away as these teeth get bigger because it hurts when they feed on her. So our job is to start the weaning process. And the weaning process starts with puppy mush. And so, first of all, we've got these two bowls. I suggest getting these kind of bowls. That way the puppies, once you put your food in here for them, the puppies can line up around them. It keeps them from walking into it, and it really does a really good job at feeding them and keeping them out of it when they're at this age, because they really don't know what they're doing. So first, I feed Waylon puppy food from the time that she got pregnant up until now. She's still having that. It's got a lot of extra nutrients in it that helps keep her healthy and helps her, get nutrients to the babies, things that they need. So I'm also going to use that for the puppies. So use whatever puppy food you want, but we use Pedigree is what we have. To start out, I've got this little mixer. I'm just going to fill this cup up about halfway. We have 9 puppies. There's no real science to this. It's just a matter of getting them some and see how they do with it, and then we'll increase it as time goes on. Starting out, we're going to feed them just once a day with this, and they're still going to feed on Mom throughout the day. But fill this up about halfway. And then you want it crushed up as fine as you can possibly get it. We have this magic bullet, and that's what I use. It does a pretty good job. So here we go. You want there to be no big chunks left. They're not ready to start eating anything that's big. You don't want a puppy to choke, so you got to get it as small as you can, and then pick anything out that's not small. So that's not too bad. So what I'm going to do is just sprinkle this around each bowl. We have 9 puppies, so it takes 2 bowls. And again, this is just really a taste tester to see if they'll even accept it. I think they will. I'm going to go through it pretty thoroughly and just make sure there's not any bits of dog food that are big chunks. Like I said a second ago, you don't want them choking on that. One right there. Set it aside. There's one. Those teeth are coming in, but they're not ready to start crushing up hard food just yet. There's one, and we'll just as we go through this process, you'll see me pull out some more because it's hard to find them all. But we start adding the milk replacer in this and some water, you'll start to see more. Okay, so we have that spread out now. The next thing is milk replacer, and I just got this from Walmart. You just need some kind of puppy, animal, dog milk replacer. I would not go with milk. Don't use that. I've heard people try to use milk. That could cause a lot of allergies and issues with dogs. If you insist on using something that you have to have, you can use goat's milk, is what I've heard. I've never used it personally. They say goat's milk works pretty good. But I would suggest just using formula from the store. Again, one of the things that we have here is it's nothing that's a science. I want to make sure there's nothing in my cup that's chunky. Get the rest of that out of there. I'm just going to get a scoop of this. Scoop and a half. And we're going to add some warm water to that. And all you're really looking for is just a milky consistency. More on the watery side is okay. We'll mix this up. And you're just going to take that and spread it out around here. That's probably enough for 1 bowl. Waylon would go and try to feed the puppies right before we're about to give them some food. Okay, so you just want to take your fork and just kind of mix this in. I may have to add some more to this. Again, this is my first time with this litter. I've done this in the past, but you just kind of have to get the formula just right, and this is going to be too dry, so we'll add some more to it here in a second. I believe old Moose down there is wanting some of this. Old Daddy there, I don't think you're getting any of this. You're on regular food. The milk replacer is just to kind of make it so it tastes a little better. They're not used to eating anything but Mom's milk. So the milk replacer will taste a little bit like Mom's milk. They formulate the stuff to kind of taste that way. We know that the dog food doesn't taste anything like mom's milk. So if you just gave them that mushed up with water, they probably wouldn't eat it in the beginning because they're just not used to it. Oh, mom actually got them in there and got them primed. Now they're ready to go. This might be good. Okay, so this is the very first time they've tried to eat, so I have no idea who's going to eat, who's not going to eat. We're going to put them in and see what happens. I've got them in their playpen here. Puppies, hey. This is the first time I'm going to kind of stick them up here to it. Do what they do. Some of these guys over here, come on. Try this food. Ooh. A lot of them are loving it so far. And they're looking at each other. Let me grab those two out here in the back and get them up there on it. They're going to make a big old mess this first time, for sure. Bark. In there and get your paws in it and get it on your... Sometimes you can put their paws in it. If they're not wanting to eat it, if you just stick their paws in it, they'll make a little bit of a mess with it and lick their paws off, and then they'll be like, "Ooh, what's this stuff? It's pretty tasty." Come here, Candy Cane. Let me get you some. They're licking it up off the floor and off their paws, not realizing there's still more in here. But now we know that they like it, and now we know they're not going to have any issue with it. So they may not eat all this, but based on what they do here, we'll kind of judge what I do tomorrow. Because for about this first 4 to 5 days, we'll just feed them one time a day like this, and then let mom do the rest of her thing throughout the day. She'll feed them 3 or 4 more times. And then as I start to notice her kind of back off a little bit, I'll up it probably 2 times a day, maybe middle of next week. So they're 3 weeks old today, probably closer to the 4-week age mark. We'll stuff it 2 times a day. By the time they go home, at about 6 to 7 weeks, probably closer to 7 weeks, they'll be eating this 3 times a day. And we'll also make the consistency more chunky, because when they leave here, I want them eating puppy food, hard puppy food, because they'll have full teeth, and that's what they need to do to go home. So the go home date all hinges on if they are eating puppy food without water on it and without any formula in it. These two over here are fighting over one bite. And there's a whole bowl still of puppy mush over here. And there, get you some more. Once they're done, we'll let Waylon come in and clean up the rest. She loves this stuff too. She's sitting there drooling right now, looking at it. Waylon, aren't you ready to come in and get some food? Yep, you get to clean up after them. Okay, well, if you like this kind of content and you like learning how to raise a litter of puppies, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. That way our channel can spread. If you're watching this and you've adopted a puppy, because I know some of you have, keep watching and give us a follow as well and keep up with everything. But thanks for watching Retriever Ridge. We appreciate it. Keep an eye out for the next video. The next video is going to be on potty training, and that's going to be coming very soon because we're working on that. Thanks.